Hello, welcome to Words Have Power. Of course, all kinds of notifications come up. Okay, sound is good. All right, how y'all doing today? Okay, I'm Words. I'm an ex-sheriff's deputy, ex-victims advocate, and I've worked in private security for, started I think in my late teens. It's been a long time. How's everybody doing? Let me come over here. Oh, hey. Hey, Phoenix Rising Phoenix. Hi, Luna. Wanda, how you doing? Retired Red, how are you doing? I tried to get on here earlier, but there was chaos with kitties. So, and then the microphones were feuding again. So, had to fix that. Fun times. Hey, Robin. Right on. Drive safe. That's the most important thing. Please drive safe. So I'm going to try to stream twice today. Still have the cold going on. Still have cough drops and all the things. All right, so things are really appearing to kick off with the anti-Scientology protests, and it's pretty amazing. Why is I'm getting all of the alerts. Okay, so there are certain things I've never done on my channel before. One of those things we're going to try to do today. We'll see if this works. I've never done this before. If you'll notice in the description, there are links to videos, and there are two content creators. Their ats are in there. So Natalie Webster X Sea Org, I love her vibe, and she's doing a thing where she kind of updates people on what's going on in with things related to Scientology and the protests and other stuff. And I love her channel. I find that she's helping me understand what is happening with a lot of things. So highly recommend her channel. Especially for those who are never ends. Listen, this is a message for the two families and their friends. I understand the hesitation when it comes to ex-members of Scientology. Yes, there have been some who turned out to be not great people. Granted, but you're going to learn more about Scientology and all of the language and how they do things. You're going to learn way more from former Scientologists than you would from me, because half of their language I don't even understand, okay? Like, I think I have a decent-ish grasp. But when you have a so-called religion that is set up in such a way that it can drive people crazy, for those of us who have never been in, it's like running through a maze of lunacy. That's what it feels like. So the people who have been in it and have come out and are now speaking out and explaining things, they're invaluable. I mean, I cannot thank some of these content creators enough. Because they really help me put things in perspective. And I'm gonna put one link here. Okay. Natalie Webster is, I think, a really good source. She's the source. She's a really good source for understanding the terminology, all of the expectations, the unreasonable expectations that Scientology places on its members, on the staff. And there's OSA, and then there's the Sea Org. See, that's one of the questions I have. It seems like they're connected, but they're not quite the same thing. Like, I have so many questions. But oh, thank you. I was straight up playing. I was playing today. I got this new lipstick, and I was like, huh, let's see what that's about. And I like it so far. Yes. Yes, indeed. Mike is weirding out again every now and then. Of course it is. I mean, why not? Let's see. Oh, I forgot I turned that. Hello, hello, hello. It seems to be okay now. Maybe, I don't know. Listen, gremlins. Gremlins. I must be pulling that in. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot take this shit seriously. I'm really trying not to cuss, but it is so hard sometimes. Yeah, this is, what is this? Maybelline, New York. More berry, I think. I don't have my glasses up here, so she's dark, but man, she's nice. I like it. I'm reverting back to my goth ways. So, don't be surprised if you come up on here and I got the whole eyeliner snatch with the, just, why not? Okay. All right, so I'm not going to be able to see. I think I might have duplicates. Yeah, I think. We're going to try. We're going to see how this works out. I'm not even sure. Okay, we're going to start off with Steph the writer. She was in our chat. I can't remember, 1 or 2 live streams ago. And Scientology is up to the same old, getting reporters and journalists fired from their jobs and harassing them because Scientology can't stand on its own 2 feet and simply has to go after people who speak out. And if they can get them fired, they will. Hey, Leanne, how you doing? Okay. I have to see. Hold on 1 second. Don't, hold on. Okay, that should, no. Okay. All right, we're going to see if this works. So, Steph the writer she's being harassed by Scientology. So I highly recommend anyone who sees this video, please go give her some love. They are giving her problems. Let me know if you can hear the video, because I've never done this before. So I'm low-key nervous. Please don't strike my page, anyone. Any of the videos that I play Everything's linked in the description. Please go watch the full videos. I'm not going to show the full videos, just a portion. Just to prove my point, we're going to talk about, as an ex-sheriff's deputy, things you should not do and or things that are inappropriate for law enforcement to do, and things that could be easily could be a civil rights lawsuit, a civil court case. We're going to talk about this, but just let me know if the sound is good. How do I even... Okay.
I started this journey of being a writer, and today, after seeing just the crazy tactics that Scientology has gone through, I became a protester.
Okay, did you see that? You heard that? You got that? Scientology is creating more protesters. Scientology is creating more protesters and more people who just abhor, hate, despise that so-called religion. All right. Okay. Now, yeah, a bunch of bullies. Yes, indeed. Hold on one sec. I have to be able to see what I'm doing on here. And this is Stuff the Writers page. Next, I want to talk about... Okay, so we're not going to play this video, but there's a fundraiser going on for Miriam Francis. She was harmed as a child by her own father, and Scientology, the higher-ups in Scientology, helped cover it up. And the Aftermath Foundation is not giving her the help that she needs. Why? That's a big question. Why? All right. So this is, hold on, let me pull this up real quick. I'm learning the things. Okay, so this is from Mike Brown's page. And there were a bunch of different content creators who were doing fundraiser videos for Miriam Francis. I didn't know this was going on. Otherwise, I would have put it in my community tab and all that. And I will do that when we jump off of here. Here, let me go over. All right, so here is Mike Brown. I have to add that to the description. And I will also add so you can see the full video on his page. There's absolutely no reason for the Aftermath Foundation to not help Miriam Francis, from what I can tell. I think they just don't like the fact that they've been called out.
And I think we're live.
Yes, we are.
Well, guys, we're streaming this
We're not
right
doing
now
what they're
on
supposed
12...
to do. Was that playing? Can you tell I'm new at this? Okay. Yeah, Mike Brown's another one. For the families, on Mike Brown's page, he has videos where his mother, Miss Rosemary, is speaking about her experience in Scientology. And she was in the Scientology for a long time. But for y'all to understand how they treat children, they're also abusive to elderly people. So with Natalie, you're going to see how they treat a woman who is pregnant in Scientology. Okay? With Meg Brown, you're going to see how they treat an elderly woman in Scientology who did all kinds of free labor for them for who knows how many years. And then they effectively put her in a place and just kind of, they're like waiting for her to unalive. And at the same time, taking out credit cards in her name and, you know, using every cent that's on there and trying to milk her for every possible resource that she might have left. So all of these stories, you're not going to get them in the detail from me like you will from them. Let me go over here and yes, that's what it seems like. Well, except for David Miscavige. You know, short man is special. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. Okay, can you tell I'm nervous? All right, let's see. What is this? Okay, all right. Let me try to find. Are these all the same video? Wait, hold on. What did I do? They might be. Okay, so the next two videos, we're going to be pausing a lot, and I'm going to try to break down certain things. Now, I'm going to be talking about these things from the perspective of an ex-sheriff's deputy who worked in Orleans Parish, and the French Quarter can be insane. A lot. Certain times of the year, it's just off the hook. Okay. Thank you, Luna. I'm not used to showing videos on here at all. Really? I mean, I made a promise to the families that I would not say anything identifying about my friends because of what the hell? Because of the way that Scientology treats the people who are in Scientology. We're being very careful about what we say. You know what I mean? But yeah, okay. All right, so this next video, there's a lot going on here. I'm trying to make sure I get the one. Yes. It's not summer yet, but it's a little bit warm up here. It's a little bit hot. I'm like, yes, finally. Can we please have some warmth? I'm so tired of wearing sweaters. Which one is this? Okay, this might be the one right here that I was thinking about. All right. Right on, thank you. Okay, let's make sure it's back. Now I have to go over here and share the screen. Haha. Okay. All right. Yet again, let me know if you can hear the video. I'm gonna have to listen in, and that means that I'll be kind of lagging because I'll be listening to my cell phone, if that makes sense. Although I could just plug in the headphones, but they hurt my head. Okay. Now, with this, I might skip ahead here and there just because I don't want to play the whole video. I'm basically kind of trying to direct you to the original video, but also at the same point, I want to point out things that are not good. Okay. Here we go.
Dude.
All right, right now I'm just testing to make sure I can hear this.
That's the guy who used his dog as a weapon against the Squirrel Squad. Are you the guy who used your dog?
Okay. Right. So this guy says he's a veteran. Okay, that's fine. He says that dog right there is a service animal. Now, if that is a service animal, he should have documentation for that on his person at all times, to my knowledge. And I looked it up, and apparently, yes, you are supposed to do that. If he's going to be out in public with a dog, and I do believe that's a pit bull. Now, trained dogs who are service animals for veterans are typically extremely expensive. Really, any of them are. They're very expensive. And you don't get one of these dogs just randomly. So, I have questions. But wait, there's more.
Dog as a weapon against the Squirrel Squad? Huh?
Don't point that at me. Number one, I don't know you. I don't give a fuck about your agenda. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm a private citizen. Leave me the fuck alone for your own safety.
Well, I'm on a public sidewalk right here.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not for you to be fucking harassing, asshole. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm a combat veteran PTSD, fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Come. I will fucking kill you. Guys, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Yo, you fucking assaulted me, asshole.
I got this shit. I got it.
Yeah, you about to assault me.
I got
The
it.
fuck I did? You fucking came up at me, motherfucker.
Don't shoot him.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna try to skip ahead because I don't necessarily want his name up there. All right. Okay. So what you just saw there was that dude right there with the dog attacking Aaron. Okay. And this is just one of many videos. There were a bunch of people live streaming when this went down. It's obvious who the aggressor is and who the victim is. It is blatantly obvious. All right. I didn't have timestamps. And then, okay. We're going to continue because you can see it from a different angle. This video right here is extremely important. This is evidence. All right, give me 1 sec.
Leave me the fuck alone for your own safety. I'm not for you to be fucking harassing, asshole. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh boy. Don't hurt your dog.
He told him to don't shoot him.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad we got that on camera. That's the same guy who assaulted the fucking squirrel squad.
All right. Okay. So, two different angles. You can see what happened from two different angles. There are more angles than that, though. I would bet money. So you can clearly see who attacked who, everything that went down. Why was Aaron arrested? If I were still in law enforcement, I say hypothetically, this happened in New Orleans, or I was working in LA. If I were on that call and I was one of the officers involved, I would have arrested the guy with the dog, but not Aaron, because it's obvious who the victim was and who the aggressor was. Why would they arrest Aaron? Do you think? Why do that? I wonder. Now, there's another part to this that's really important. And this guy, by the way, has attacked other people using his dog and with his cane. So, yep, here's another area where he was utilizing his dog as a weapon. So this seems to be a pattern for him. But what's weird is that law enforcement will arrest the people that he attacks. I was hoping. Okay, so the link to this video is in the description. Let me go over here and see. There's one specific thing I want to talk about, but I have to find it. Oh, that's the same one. All right, so I'm going to have to find the other video, but in that same situation where the guy with the dog attacked Aaron, all kinds of cops showed up. I'm going to have to find that video because I want to show you all the law enforcement officers that are there and talk about their behavior, all right? We're going to have to do that in another live stream. I thought I found that one, but apparently I didn't. Yeah. To me, it kind of feels like a setup. That's what it feels like. That's just my opinion. That's what it feels like. And we already know Scientology loves to set people up to fail. So, all right. And this one, trigger warning. This is from Chicago. Damn it. Okay. I don't know why I caught the same videos. I think, hold on. I think those are both the same channel. Okay. Okay, I think I have to stop. Well, I'm glad you found the channel too. Because this is a mess, man. This is messy. Okay. Which one is this? Okay. I think I got it. I am so new to doing this. It's not even funny. Okay. All right. So there are protests going on all over the place. Also in Canada, someone said something about Japan. I think that was Natalie Webster. Someone else said that there are also protests going on in the UK. It's all over the place, really. Thankfully. Thank you to all of the protesters, by the way. So this is messy. Trigger warning. And you'll see why. Let me try to get to the right place. Okay. Okay, so there's an event going on in Chicago, and they were supposed to have a festival permit, which means that people in Chicago, this is how those roll. With a festival permit, you're supposed to be able to walk around freely. You're not supposed to have like a ticket or an invitation to access a space. Apparently what they did, and I learned this from Natalie Webster's page, that's why I'm directing people to her channel. Apparently Scientology paid the businesses around there, figuring they would have to close during the period of time for their permit, right? But that doesn't factor in for the people that live around there. How do they get into the buildings they live in, right? And apparently this happened on Sunday. Okay.
Oh,
all right, here we go.
Somebody get in touch with Korn and let her know that I'm getting arrested and she knows what to do.
Yes, sir, he did.
You're saying you did. Put your hands on your back. Sir, call the police. Police.
This guy is 70 years old. They're claiming he battered someone. No one really seems to have any idea what they're talking about.
No, do not. What are you trying to do? Grab his hand.
He wants to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Guys, those are not even the police arresting him. Those are the private security that Scientology hired.
You believe this? Somebody has to call the police. I'm filming, so I can't.
Assault! Call the police! Assault!
Stop it! Take your hands off of him right now!
Look how easily you could damage a shoulder there.
This is Scientology at their finest. You can stop this. You're the boss. You can stop it. Are you going to stop it or not?
That is Sean Ingalina. I'm almost positive that is a Sea Org member right there. That is a Scientology security guard who has shown up in the UK, in Los Angeles, in Austin.
Okay. All right. What you saw when they were grabbing that man, putting his hands behind his back, and then pushing him forward while placing his shoulder like out and back, that's a stress point. You can do severe damage to someone's shoulder that way. You can dislocate that shoulder. You can break his shoulder, collarbone, elbow. You can damage that person, especially being at that age. You can permanently damage that man's shoulder, arm, torso, ribs easily. A person of that age, effectively his whole body is a red zone. That is a lawsuit. If I were working in that security firm, those people would be fired so quickly they wouldn't even be able to log out off the clock. They would be done. All right. And I want to say this clearly. I want everyone to hear me. They say the name of the security company in this video. If I'm not mistaken, it's Blue Sky Security. I've never heard of this security company before. I don't think. Everyone can file a complaint against that security company for what they did there. They're not cops. Security companies can stop you and ask you to walk over to where law enforcement is to speak with law enforcement, but they're not supposed to be able to put their hands on you unless you do something that is of a violent nature. If you're damaging property, if they suspect you of committing a crime or, in the act of, or with the intent of committing a crime, they are not supposed to put their hands on you like that. Like, at no point are they supposed to put their hands on a 70-something-year-old man in that manner. That's a lawsuit. That's a criminal case. That is a civil case. That is a litigation nightmare. The company that those idiots work for should be livid, because listen, I would be surprised if there was not a lawsuit. Hello, Broken Shadow Feather. How you doing? Exactly. Just because there's a permit, just because Scientology has a festival permit, it does not mean that this security company has the right to touch anyone. This is ridiculous. All right, there's more to it, and there's a specific thing besides this that I want to point out.
In Chicago, this guy gets around.
Oh, are you stopping this? He's the boss. He's the boss. He's the boss. He could make them stop right now.
Hey, stop them, stop.
Have them stop it.
Olay! Olay!
Stop it! Take your hands off of him. You guys assaulted him. You assaulted him.
You freak. Tell them.
Get your hands off of him. Let him go. It's going to look great on your webpage, dude. I'll be next. Watch. They're coming for me. If there's a mod in here, make sure you've got subs only.
Guys, I also want to say this is a 4.5 hour stream, and obviously we're not going to scrub through the whole thing. And also, because she's still streaming, the only way for me to get timestamps is in the form of, so when a video is live and you're scrolling through it, it will only tell you how many minutes behind present time you are. So if there are very specific moments that you guys want me to highlight.
All right. I need to find... There's one person in particular that I want to have a nice long chat with. I'm trying so hard not to cuss right now. I'm trying so hard. Okay, I think I found her. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't have the actual timestamps on this. I wish I had done that. All right, hold on 1 second.
I'm doing anything. I'm just recording. What's up? Scientology crap.
Oh my God, I know that guy.
That woman right there. That woman.
Why are you so obsessed with us? You know our names. You know everything. So come on. Are you mucking up your reactive mind, sir? You want?
I swear to God, I thought that was Dr. Oz for a moment. Oh, that's the chat troll is the one who said Danny was being assaulted. He's not actually being assaulted. Can someone ban the chat troll? I would appreciate it.
Want to listen to it? Come on, let's listen to it. We'll listen to it together.
They're playing for them the clear cognition, which is like one of the most secret things in Scientology. It's one of the things you're supposed to say in an auditing session that indicates you have achieved Scientology's magical state of clear. The exact words are, I just realized I've been mocking up my own reactive mind all along, and I'm not doing it anymore. Just saves you $50,000, folks. Maybe 100. This is probably the most excitement that Sea Org member has had in 20 years.
I thought you wanted to listen to it, miss.
Oh, Louis Repetto says, let me get my face out of the way. That is Melissa Cody. And someone else said, well, Louis said that she is the director of inspections reports for AOLA. AOLA is the Advanced Organization of Los Angeles. It's the org on the southernmost part of L. Ron Hubbard Way. The Director of Inspections and Reports is over all of the ethics officers. She's responsible for all of the justice. She's responsible for making sure people disconnect from family members who are deemed unfit to be associated with.
That woman right there. That woman right there. That woman right there. I have questions for that woman. I am trying so hard not to cuss right now. Is that the woman that forced my friends to disconnect from their friends and family? I need to know if that is the person, potentially, who forced my friends to disconnect from their family, first off, but also their friends. I would love to have a chat with her. Flint style. That answered a question I've always wanted to know. Who is in charge of that? So if that is, in fact, the person who is in charge of disconnections and all of that, if somebody could verify that for me, I would very much appreciate it. And to the families, yet again, I'm going to download this video and send it to them. This might be the person who is responsible, ultimately responsible for that. If that's her, then I've kept one of my promises. Ultimately, it's going to be David Miscavige and Scientology as a whole that is responsible. But she knows what she's fucking doing. Woosha. Woosha. Okay, I'm going to hang with chat for just a second. I need a minute. Yeah, no, service dogs normally are very, not aggressive. It is not part of a service dog's job to be aggressive unless you've trained that dog to protect you from from harm. But in that situation, Aaron was not attacking him. And yes, it was. Yes, they're supposed to alert you if, like say you're epileptic or diabetic or you have a heart problem. They're supposed to alert you if something's coming up, or even like PTSD. They can tell when something bad is happening. Yeah, it's always sad when a pupper passes away, but especially service dogs because they're so highly trained. Okay. Hello to everyone who's on here. If you don't mind hitting that like button, it'll help get the video up in the algorithm. Yeah, she does. It's like she doesn't even care. Well, she better start caring. Because if she thinks that she's safe, that she cannot be sued civilly, bet. I don't know about that. She might be able to be personally sued in civil court for causing harm to families. That'd be a thing to ask an attorney, but if she aids and abets in that kind of behavior, you never know. I'd like to see somebody try. I would adore that. Not that she has anything that anyone can take from her, because she works for Scientology. She's probably paid, what was it, $46 a month? Maybe, if they're feeling generous for all of her labor. Man, that is... When I first saw that video, I had to take a minute and just kind of not break things. It certainly seems that way, doesn't it? Sleepy Lee says, this is getting to the point where our law enforcement is allowing these people to encroach onto our spaces and into our lawmaking processes. People should consider this a, what's it called besides a cult? I mean, a criminal enterprise, a criminal conspiracy. That's what Scientology is, in my opinion, in Minecraft with vampires and enders and chickens. I cannot say what I'm thinking right now. Okay, so y'all might hear my daughter. She's downstairs, but Marcus is with her, so. Hi, baby girl. Hey.
Very gifts.
Thank you.
Of course. Hi, chat.
Oh, you're not on camera.
That's fine.
You want to say hi?
Hi, chat. I have ears pierced now.
Doofus.
Oh, I sure they saw it last night. A lot of changes. Love you.
Love you too.
Easy bed?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man, seeing that woman was just kind of it was a lot for me. Okay. And we're taking deep breaths and we're hydrating. Hydrate, everyone. No, Marcus didn't do them himself. He went to a tattoo parlor, piercing parlor. And I'll let him know you said hi. He might be on the live stream. I don't know what he's doing today. Okay. Where's the I mean, this right here, all of this right here. A politician can have whatever religious affiliation they wish, including the absence of. What they cannot do is use said affiliation to make laws. Thank you. Okay, so I have so many questions with Chicago. Hold on, let me find. There's a spot where they show. Was it this video or another one? I'm not sure. Might be the other one. Yeah, I think it's the other one. I have to find it though. Man, there's absolutely no reason for any of the protesters to be assaulted. It's ridiculous. It just shows how much power they think they have. Okay, I want to show you this. I'm not going to play the video. I just want you to see. Okay. Oh wait, that's after. I think that's after the event. Okay. Hold on. I may have to play a little bit of this. Oh wait. Okay. Now you can see it better. Look at this. Look at this. What in the hell? Can y'all hear me okay? I don't think I'm muted. Muted. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on, let me see. Okay, right. I'm not muted. Good. Listen, what is the point of this? This is just a display of power. This is just a display of power and control and dominance in a city. Why couldn't they rent a space? Why couldn't they do this in their building? What do they have to do? Why do they have to take over an entire street to do this? Look at the way it's set up. This is weird because the people that are at either end of this are not going to be able to see the stage as easily and possibly not even be able to hear as easily. This makes no sense. I'm speaking as an ex-sheriff's deputy who worked in, who patrolled and did festivals of listen, outdoor festivals, concerts, jazz fest, you name it. This makes no sense. Why couldn't they have, hired a theater, something where they could do this indoors? This is just an inconvenience. And all these buildings, people live in them. And their businesses. So this is just dominance. This is just done to show dominance. Nobody's impressed. Absolutely no one. I'm not impressed. The protesters are not impressed. And the people who lived there in those buildings who were blocked from getting into their spaces or their guests were certainly not impressed. In fact, I'm going to bet money that these people in Chicago are consummately irritated with Scientology now. So good luck, Scientology. Great job. You've just made a ton more enemies. You phenomenal idiots, in my opinion, in Minecraft. Okay, thank you for letting me know you could hear me, because I'm new at this. Showing videos. It just makes no sense. They're in this narrow space and they've got all these people. Yep. But see, abusers love doing that. You don't see what's going on behind closed doors. And in public, they look very presentable, nicely dressed. They look like they don't look like what they are. You can't always tell when somebody's being abused, because in public, they might look like the average Joe or Jane, upstanding pillars of the community. But then you get them behind closed doors and then you see what they're really about. And that goes for all abusers. Yes. Well, this was not passive aggressive though. This got very aggressive. And it's Scientology's fault. That gentleman, the 70-something-year-old, he could easily sue the security that was involved, the Scientology security who was standing there and did nothing to stop it, and Scientology for damages and lawyer fees, court costs, all that. And I hope he does. I hope him and his family do that. Yep. I really hope so, because I've never, those of you who've been subbed to me for a while, you know, I normally don't show other people's videos, but this is so egregious that I had to. There are courts that are not great, but then there are judges who will see the BS and be like, oh, here's what we're not going to do. And then if the Scientologists or their attorneys or anyone related to them does anything out of hand, they might catch a contempt of court charge. And that could be a day in jail, or it could be a month. It depends on the judge. So, I mean, you want to risk it, go right on ahead. But I can tell you that every processing facility, jail, and or prison that I have seen has been gnarly. You don't want to end up in one of those places. And I think it would be interesting to see how they deal with being in one of those facilities. Yeah, it's... After this, I'm probably going to have a panic attack. A little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, yeah, and I totally get that. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why so the two families after, was it Marty Rathbun? And then Mike Rinder? Is that his name? With their behaviors, the two families are like, we don't want to deal with Scientologists, ex-Scientologists, whatever. And I'm like, you really, I need you to deal with and listen to former Scientologists who've come out. There are very wonderful, amazing, so smart, very sweet, very loving people in the ex-Scientology community. They will be able to explain the things to do with Scientology better than I will. you cannot rely on me alone, please. Because my channel is not all about Scientology. We will be talking about other things very shortly. I can't keep on doing Scientology content, but we will have updates. Because I have a vested interest in keeping an eye on Scientology, and you know. So, okay, I think I want to say, yeah, okay. Okay, so all of the videos I've shown are linked in the description. So to the families and friends, please go watch those videos. They will have better descriptions of what is happening, who's doing what. Scientology is way smaller than they represent it as being. So a lot of these people, they know. All of the people who are still in Scientology, they know their names. They know who they used to be married to. They know who their children are, if they have children. They will be able to tell you way more about this than I will. Especially Natalie Webster. She's doing like it's almost like a SPTV news of the day kind of thing. So, you know, I think she's a really good, credible source, and I very much highly recommend her channel. And then Aaron and you got Jenna Miscavige on here. I mean, if you want to know what it's like being a child in Scientology, you know, and there are a bunch of other people too. Mike Brown, his mom, Rosemary. Because here shortly, we're going to have to go off and talk about other things. We'll be coming back to Scientology. We'll be talking more about this, I'm sure, because there's so much popping off. But, I mean, I have like 10 or 15 live streams ready to go. But they have nothing to do with Scientology. Hydration. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Love to you too, Retired Red. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, it's not the epic thing they were trying to make it out to be, that's for sure. All right. All right, let's do food portion. I've been low-key angry since I heard who that woman is and what she does. And that was, I think yesterday I saw that video when I was prepping for this one. So, yeah. Same. Ooh, that sounds good. Buffalo chicken flatbread sandwich. That sounds yum. I have nothing food-wise. I've been making my grocery list and have to go to the store. Totally got that. Totally get that. Actually, we have to do a little bit of grocery shopping too. And I might try to live stream again tonight. I could close out some of my tabs though. Yay! Yay for P! All right, so if you're protesting and you're protesting any church or a business or any of that, and they have private security, Their private security is not supposed to touch you. And at that point, if it's somebody who has a jacket or anything on for a security company, it doesn't matter if they're an off-duty officer or anything like that. At that point, they're working for a security company. So they should ask you to walk with them to law enforcement to talk about XYZ, whatever. They should not be putting their hands on you. I basically ran a security company. I did all of the office stuff and then started working in the field, logging the security people in and logging them out, making sure everyone got their lunch breaks, all of the things, got their bathroom breaks, whatnot. So, to your protesters, you have rights. And if any of these people put their hands on you, you want an item number, you want a police report, you want to make a police report that you were assaulted. And if they refuse to give you a police report or any of that, like, then if you can record it, please do. You want something in writing for why they won't make a police report for you, or for why they won't investigate it as what they should, which is assault or assault and battery or whatever is applicable to the situation. You have the right to protest. They do not have the right to put their hands on you and assault you. So, yes, and this is why I'm telling people don't walk around alone. I think it was Steph the writer who was walking back to her car down an alley. I'll have to check to verify, but I think it was Steph the writer. Some dude was following up behind her. And as soon as she turned around with the camera and was looking at him, he ducked into the Scientology building. Excuse me, sir? Excuse me, sir, what? Dude bras, but he's lucky that was not me, because I would have had some questions. I'd have had some questions. And then I would have taken that video and went to law enforcement, to the local headquarters, and I'd been like, what is this? Why is this dude following me? There's no reason for a man to be following a woman down an alley like that. That is intimidation. Okay, food. So I think Marcus is ordering pizza, and I have a thing for the cheesy breadsticks. I like the cheesy breadsticks. So I'm probably going to go put some Parmesan and who knows what else on there. Wish I had some bacon, because that would be good. Man, it's a really weird feeling. It's a really weird feeling to potentially see the person who disconnected your friends. It is such a weird emotion. I'm not even sure what to call it. Yeah, I'm just going to dive into the pizza and the breadsticks and just eat it all up. Yes, indeed. All the yum. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to try to chill. Send this video off to the families. Yeah, it's just a whole different vibe when you know that there's a church that purposefully calls you fresh meat. And another word, a W word, which is I don't say that word because it's a derogatory term. Because you're not part of their religion. Because they're somehow better than everybody. You're not better than anyone. You're not better than anyone. You still secrete waste. You still have to eat food. You still need air. You're human. And you've been sucked into a cult, a high demand, highly destructive group that goes out of its way to destroy families. How many people in Scientology have never been divorced? How many people in Scientology still have full contact with their families and friends? If Scientology is so great, why is Tom Cruise disconnected from his child and other people? If Scientology is so great. If Scientology is so great, why is it that Scientology says that they want the best and the brightest? They're not here for anyone else. They're not going to clear the planet. They're never, ever going to clear the planet. I want to see somebody who's clear, who has superpowers, can walk through a wall, has perfect photographic memory. I want to see that. Produce it. If you can't, you're full of feces. If Scientology is so great, why are so many people leaving out of Scientology? Do you see how miserable those people looked? Those Scientologists looked absolutely miserable. And even if you see them with a smile on their face, their smiles don't match their eyes. Their smiles don't match their eyes. And they got that glazed look. Yes, crickets, exactly. They look like they have not had a happy day in a long time. You know what? Dear Scientologist, because I know you're probably going to watch this video. You know what me and my partner are going to go do tomorrow? We're going to go watch a movie. What, baby? Last week, I helped 5 people get out of DV situations and get to safety. How many people has Scientology saved? The answer to that is 0. Exactly. And humans are pack animals. We need connection with other humans. Otherwise, bad things happen. Well, I mean, there's no telling what they're experiencing psychologically from being in Scientology. So, but you know what? If you're in Scientology and you're watching this video, you can get out at any time. You can leave. You can. A whole lot of people have. And now have lives where they're thriving. They have friends. They have friends, full access to their families. They can go watch a movie. They can go shopping. They can go out to a restaurant. They can eat really good food. They're hydrated. They're well nourished. And they get enough sleep. And they can live life happily. You don't have to be in misery. You don't have to be. You can leave. Will it be easy? No. Getting out of any toxic, abusive situation is never easy. But once you get out and there are people that can help you, there's a whole community out here of people who got out and have really good lives going on now. Yep. Yes, indeed. Jenna Miscavige, Who is she related to? She's out and doing great. If Scientology is so great, then why is David Miscavige's family? Just think about it. And then also, if Scientology is so great, where is L. Ron Hubbard's family? Yep. Yes, indeed. You can still do good things outside of Scientology. In fact, you can do better and more if you really want. Yes, you can. I'm not even affiliated with any group like working for any groups, but literally last week, 5 people out of DV situations and safely with people who will not harm them. And we still have Autumn Berry, who is doing great. She got out, I think, a little over a year or 2 years ago. She's doing great. She's doing great. What is that? Do you mean in prison? I would pay good money to see David Miscavige in orange. Orange jumpsuit, shackles and cuffs. I would pay very good money to see that. And I would be so ecstatic. I would throw a party. There would be yummy snacks, yummy drinks. Yes, please. Oh, right. Yeah. How's that going? How's that looking? Where's L. Ron Hubbard? Why hasn't he come back yet? I'm sure that there are plenty of Scientologists who would be more than happy to have a baby for him to come back and pick up that body. Where is he? Why isn't he back yet? How long has it been since he passed away? I would think he would want to come back fairly quickly. And if he's the source, then he should be able to remember and come back. Where is he? Yes. And I'm quite certain that all the former Scientologists, they'd be way ahead of me. Target 2. Oh my God. New teeth. So this dude, Xenu, apparently was an intergalactic warlord who decided that he was going to punish a bunch of people by using like 1950s era technology, apparently, 50s, 60s, and tossed all these people into a volcano, which then erupted, and then now they're body thetans. There you go. Or you can just say, hey, I'm clear. Saved you a bunch of money. There you go. What? People? 3D movies. Oh my God. All right, y'all. I'm going to try to live stream again. Probably around 7 or 8. I'm not even sure what that live stream might be. The emotions I've been feeling have been really like I'm processing. And I'm sure with the families there will be some who, where is she? I may wait a little bit to send them this video. Yeah, that was a good episode. And it's kind of interesting. And then the part where they're in the closet and oh God. You too, baby. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm gonna hydrate because my voice. Self-care. Okay, remember, you have the right to say no. Your no should be respected. And if anyone tells you to disengage from your family, friends, people you've known your whole life because religion, just yeet them into the sun. You don't need any of that shit. All right, love y'all. Bye. Oh, hey, Mother's Guru. How you doing? Yeah, I have to go through and the comments are weird on YouTube. I have to go through and I try to respond to all the different comments, but it takes me a minute. Okay, bye. Love y'all.